I love a good French toast. I love French toast. And one of those things that, makes a really good weekend morning is having French toast. But you got to have the bread for it. And so what I decided to do is make my own bread. And this is Japanese milk bread. Now, I'm not going to talk through a lot of this video just because I want you to follow the steps that I took the time to type in. And I'm going to add some music, to the background. But one thing it is about this bread is tasty. It has a nice sweet taste to it. And when you make it into a French toast, I'm telling you, it is delicious. I followed the recipe from another YouTuber, and her name is Savor Easy, SAVOREASY, Savor Easy. And the link is down below if you want to follow her recipe. And here we go. All right. And you'll hear my voice after the bread is made and when I jump into making the French toast. All right, the bread is done. Look at it. Doesn't it look delicious? If you could smell this, you would be amazed because this smells good. It smells sweet. And everybody that's walking through the house, they're like, wow, that smells so good. All right, so taking the bread out of here because I want to show you how it came out. Those nice little fluffy cloud looking things. Fun, fluffy, tasty, delicious. All right, so I'm gonna let the bread cool down a little bit, okay? Now, one thing about French toast, you can use old bread. So if you make the bread and then you let it sit for a few days, or if you have leftover slices of this bread, which I doubt you will, you can use this because one thing about French toast, you can use old bread. You don't have to use fresh bread. But you can see this bread is fluffy. So when you take that batter, that mixture of the milk and the eggs, and you put it on this bread to make the French toast, it's going to soak it all up and it's going to be tasty. All right, so let's make some French toast. All right, so this skillet that you see me using is a Desco-ware skillet. Some people might think it's a Le Creuset, but in some ways it is because Le Creuset bought out Desco-ware, and that's why it looks like a Le Creuset. All right, so let's get into making the French toast. Okay, so here is the bread. One slice is a little bit thicker than the other, but that's okay because this is going to be all about the flavor that I get from using this Japanese milk bread to make French toast. All right, so 2 slices of bread. I'm using 2 eggs. Usually 2 eggs is good for 3 slices of thick cut bread. Just keep that in mind. So I'm taking my 2 eggs, I'm adding milk to it, and then after that, I'm going to add some sugar to it. That's right. And this is about a tablespoon of sugar. All right, now after that, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of vanilla. And this is artificial vanilla because I don't have any of the, real expensive vanilla stuff, but you get the point. So I mix it in really, really good. So that way all that flavor can get mixed into the eggs. And then after that, I'm going to pour it into a pan that I can fit the bread into. Now, if you have a bigger pan that you can put all the bread in, that works too. But I found that using a medium-sized pan that takes 2 pieces of bread at a time will give you that thick enough, that deep enough level of mixture so that way it can cover the bread pretty good. All right, so I let the bread sit on one side for about 2 minutes, and then after that, I flip it over and I let it sit for another 2 minutes. I don't want to let it sit too long because I don't want it to get real soggy, which means it takes longer to cook. All right, so now it's time to cook. That's right. I'm going to throw some butter on a medium heat skillet, my good old Desco-ware skillet that looks like a Le Creuset skillet. I love this pan. All right, the butter is at medium heat. It's starting to bubble, foam a little bit, and I'm adding the bread to it. And I'm going to let the bread cook probably for about 4 minutes on each side. You have to eyeball it by flipping it, taking a look at it, making sure that it's cooked all the way through. And there you go. 4 minutes on each side for me. And now it's time to put these babies on a plate. That's right. Look at them. This smells good. It looks good. I'm excited to eat this. And yes, indeed, the syrup that I'm using today is the Crown Maple syrup. That's right. This is select quality, bourbon barrel aged. This stuff is delicious. I got it at Costco. So if you love syrup, a good syrup, go to Costco and get some. All right, now it's time to show some love to these 2 pieces of French toast. I'm excited. Look at that. That syrup. It's not a super thick syrup. It's just the right texture. It's just the right liquidity. Liquidity. You know what I mean. It's just the right type of syrup to go on this French toast, and it came out amazing. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. And I'm telling you, anybody you cook this for will fall more in love with you. All right, now it's time to go in for a bite because everybody loves the money shot. Everybody loves the bite. Everybody loves that angle of the food when you go in with it. All right, so here I go. I took the bite. I already said it's delicious, y'all. Y'all need to go cook some. It's an easy recipe. And with this batter that you make, you can make hamburger buns, you can make French toast, you can make muffins. You can do a lot with this type of dough for this Japanese milk bread. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.